Hello everyone. Today we will see TempDB full and how to shrink the TempDB. So this is our server. We are expanding on it. Database, system database. So this is our TempDB. Right click on it. Then we see the properties. In this properties we can able to see the size 5.20 MB and the space allocated is 4093 MB. Okay, in the file groups if you go, we can able to see, let's expand it. We can able to see there is a in number there is a so many files are there, tempdb files. If you want to shrink any one of the file, we can able to shrink. So when the tempdb got full, so there are few cases when the TempDB is got full. What the cases are there? Usually on the low disks. Okay, the maximum size of the database growth. Then sometimes the long running transactions are there. Sometimes any has operations or the large shortings is going on. Then if the memory is insufficient, then SQL spills data into that TempDB. Then sometimes the temporary tables and the temporary variables, heavy usage of that temp tables are going on. So in some cases index or maintenance job is going on, so for that reason the TempDB is got full and it affects on the performance. Sometimes memory pressures, when the SQL Server doesn't get enough memory, then TempDB acts as an failback storage. In some cases large bulk operation is going on, so TempDB get full sometimes when large data gets loaded. Then in some cases orphan sessions, any transactions left uncommitted and not rolled back, then can leave objects orphan in the TempDB. So consistency checking time also the TempDB got full. So these are all happening in the productions and we need to resolve that one. So we are coming over here in the server. So these are all the TempDBs. I'm cancelling on this one. So if you want to shrink the TempDB, not directly shrink it. What the real DBA do, first he try to identify what the problem is going on. He identify the root cause. First we need to check, we need to run the command if any active transaction is going or not. DBCC open tran, then we need to execute this one. So no active transaction is going on. Okay, so this is a condition. Thereafter we can able to shrink the tempdb. But if any transaction is going on, so how can we able to see that which SPID is? We need to know the particular SPID. For that we need to run the, we can able to run sp underscore o2 active. If we run this command, we got after 40, here is a SPID. After 40, because till 40 the background processes is going on of the SQL Server. After 40 we can able to see any one of the transaction is going on. We can able to see the bulk buy, any blocking or anything. So if any transaction is going on since long time, so after that what we need to do, we need to check which application team is running that transactions. Then we need to discuss with that application team, can we able to kill that session. If we allow, then we should have to kill that particular sessions. We have to write over here for killing, kill, suppose the SPID number 50. Okay, if after killing, if the tempdb size is got reduced, then fine. If not, then we need to shrink the tempdb. We need to select the tempdb, right click, then task, shrink file. So here is the option we got. The current allocated spaces in the TempDB is this data file. Okay, so 1024 MB and the available space is 1020 MB. So I have the enough available spaces. So if you want to shrink the whole release unused spaces, then you need to click OK and shrink. But before that we need to understand that why this organized pages. If you want to release organized pages in the part by part, then here is the option reorganize pages before releasing unused spaces. So shrink file 1024. If we want to give if you want to release in the part of 64 MB, it's not coming. If you give in the let's select for this first. Okay, 64. Okay, so if you click on the okay, then it directly got shrink. If you want the script out, then click on the scripting method. Here we got the script, and if we click execute, it's executed. Then we need to check over here TempDB properties files. So it's got reduced into the 64. If you want to decrease the means another TempDB file, so we can able to edit over here 64. Okay, we can edit over here 64 and just stripped out again, make it cancel. So here is the two files, we can able to shrink it, execute. So it's got shrinked. Let's cross over it. So we can able to shrink like this, but in our organization, if the through GUI method or the script method, if it's not got reduced, then we need to run few commands. Okay, so let's see the properties of the TempDB once. Properties files. So here this three files got reduced in the TempDB. I'm canceling this one. So we need to run few commands if again it's not shrink. So these are all the commands. Okay, before running this command, we need to see what the spaces is going on in the TempDB. Okay, so we can able to see the what are the database size, allocated spaces are there, is it reserved, and the index size. Okay, and before running this command, this is a very important command. Before running this command, we need to go the checkpoint. We need to run this checkpoint. Why we are running the checkpoint? Here I have written all the reasons in the documents. Where the checkpoints? Because it forces SQL Server to write all the dirty pages from memory to disk. Thereafter we are running the drop clean buffer. What it will do, it will clears clean pages from buffer cache. Okay, so let's and at the same time, after that we have to run the free pro cache. What this actually do, it clears the execution plan cache from the SQL Server memory. Then we need to run the system cache. It's clear the system level cache from SQL Server memory. Then we need to run the free session cache. It's clear the session level cache from the SQL Server memory. So we need to run this command if it's not got shrinked. So let's run this command. Checkpoint I have already done. Okay, these are all the commands have been run. Now after running this command, why we are running this command, I have shown you the explanation. Okay, after that if you try to shrink the TempDB, then it's automatically got shrinked. So in this way we are resolving the TempDB issue in production. If you face this type of issues in the TempDB file to reduce the TempDB, so just approach this process. Don't directly execute this. I have seen so many people have run this command, but this is not the correct. First you need to find out the root cause, why that TempDB is running. If any active transaction is going on, or if any active transaction is going, then we need to check who is running that active transaction. Then we need to reduce that active transactions, kill that sessions after discussing with the application team. If not, then if it's killed, then fine. If not, then we need to try to shrink the TempDB. If TempDB is got shrink, then fine. If not, then we need to run this command. But before that also we need to check which table is running and what are the spaces is going on. So these are the method we have to follow. So if you like this video, just subscribe the